What's up, everybody? You now tuned into the Hold On Podcast. I'm your host, Roshawn Lindsay, and we say here in order to go on, you gotta hold on. And today we're talking about a topic on the Hold On Podcast. It says Norfolk teacher on leave after video shows student being pulled from fight, falling into deaths. I don't know if you guys seen this, but it's going on social media. It was on Wavy TV 10 News, and they was getting a lot of slack for it because they showed just a clip of what happened. But I'm going to show you guys the small clip that you see on the news, then I'm going to show you the larger clip that other things took place as well. But that's not my concern today. My concern, as you guys know, I deal with bullying, and there's some bullying going on in this video, and that's still not my concern today. My concern today is, what do the teachers do when these kids start fighting? When these kids start fighting, what we as parents, we as adults, what do we expect from these teachers? Because it's, and I'm not gonna give my opinion, but it's some questions that I will say that I'm curious of what answer you guys gonna give, because I had a sister who was a teacher and I was concerned for her well-being a couple of times, being that the kids now in this generation, they're fighting more wild, they're bigger than some of the teachers. They're over physical, they're hurting teachers, and I'm trying to figure out what's the restrictions from your opinions on this situation. How far is too far? A couple of questions I want to ask, because I don't want to get opinion, and I can't stress that enough, because I have my opinion, and I'm viewing a lot of comments, and I'm seeing a lot of things from the video and even with the news. But at the same time, I want us as parents to be realistic with our answers. And also, what if you was that teacher, and how would you would have responded if it was you? So I'm gonna dig right into these questions that I wrote, and I would love for you guys to answer these questions in the comments. We're gonna do a watch party. Please join in, comment, give me your full honest opinion. We're not gonna judge, we're not gonna try to pick your answer apart. Just please share from the bottom of your heart. So, teachers breaking up fights, should they or should they not? Should teachers break up fights? Should they only report it? Should they ring the buzzer? Should they call? What are the standards? What are the rules? And if you say they should just call, what if the child is being hurt to the point of near death? Should it only remain in just call, no interaction, no breaking up? I want to hear your answers. The next one is, are there rules in breaking up? Are there rules in breaking up fights? Are there rules? Did the school give each teacher, this is how you break up a fight, this is how you not break up a fight? Please do this, and this when these kids are fighting. Please do not do this, and this when the kids are fighting. Are there rules? And do those rules apply in the heat of the moment, when it deals with your safety and when it deals with the safety of the children? I want to hear your answers. The next one is, how much strength can be used? This is a very, very tricky question, because in the heat of the moment where kids are fighting, and again, some of these kids are twice the adult size, when they are fighting, how much strength can you use to break up a fight? You sometimes can break up fights where this kid is not going too hard in the situation. This kid is fighting but not as much. Then you got some kids who are trying to kill each other, and the question is, if you're that teacher in the middle of that, how much strength can you use? How much strength how much strength has to be restricted in the situation in order for you not to get in trouble, and in order for you to protect the well-being of these kids? These are some very tricky questions, because things change case by case, situation by situation. The next question I had, what's too far in stopping a fight? What's too far? Is holding a child down, pinning them down? Is hitting a child too far? Is choking a child? Is putting a child in the headlock too far? Is bear hugging a child? Is pushing a child? What is too far? Again, these are questions that I'm asking. I don't want to share my opinion. I want to hear your opinion. What is too far in stopping a fight? And again, I want you guys, before you answer, think about the fight where it may be just some fussing, and it may be two small size middle school kids fussing. what is too far in that situation compared to two linebacker sized kids fighting and you're in the middle of it? What is too far? Answer these questions honestly, because I would love to hear your opinion, and I want to hear certain things to know which direction that I would like to go in helping in some type of way. All right, we're almost done. Next question: have you ever broken up two strong kids who were swinging wild, and was there any restriction in your way of breaking up this fight? All right. Next one is, what about teachers' safety? I want the parents to answer that. What about the teachers' safety? Because these teachers are parents. There's someone's mother. There's someone's father. That's someone's grandmama. That's someone's aunt. And what about their safety? Because we focus a lot on the kids, as we should, but when woman or a male is trying to break up something, we don't know their health situation. We don't know their physical pains that they have. So I'm asking these questions because it's very important to know that as much as we want safety for the children, we want safety for the parents or the teachers who are parents as well. So what about their safety? What are the parameters and things that are set up? What's protocol for the safety of the teacher when you have some kids who are fighting and they're giving it all that they have? What is the safety for the teachers? All right. So here's one I threw out that I thought was pretty, different. What about a self-defense class or a proper maneuver class for teachers breaking up things? Maybe some training or a class that they can take. Not so much that they can go in there and whip butt or kick butt or anything like that, but it's more of them being able to know how to maneuver through an aggressive situation, an extreme aggressive situation. What do y'all guys think about that? I thought that would be a good idea. Some type of, like, again, I don't want to say self-defense because it almost sounds like they're going in there to do something, but more of maneuvering, more of physical tactics that's not hurting the kids, that's not disrespectful to the kids, but at the same time is keeping the kids safe and keeping the teacher safe as well. What do you guys think about that? All right. How can security be changed? How can security be changed? Now, we know that schools can't afford a security guard in every room. So what are some ideas you guys can come up with that security can be changed? Some innovative ideas for schools that have something different in their security. All right. Last but not least, what new methods can be put in place when dealing with fights, almost like consequences? What are some new consequences dealing with kids fighting? I want you guys to give me your honest opinion, and if you can, give me some ideas that doesn't deal with suspension or expulsion or jail time, things like that. My heart is always towards implementing programs, and I know programs cost money. I know that it takes resources, but the ideas doesn't mean that they're not obtainable. But what type of programs or resources that you guys can come up with that can be implemented, that if this child was fighting in school and this child was fighting in school, maybe they're kids with good behaviors, but today they had an altercation and it just stuff hit the fan, and we want to be able to say, hey, I'm going to put you in this resource, I'm going to put you in this program, rather than you can't come back to school forever. So I want you guys to help me with this. This is my podcast on this situation. I was trying to stay not opinionated because I have such a strong opinion about this situation, and you know how I am about bullying, and I want to encourage our kids with with it's not cool to fight in school, and it's not cool to bully someone, and I want to encourage them to vent and to share with their parents, share with someone you can trust. But on the same side, this episode, I'm trying my best to not be opinionated, but I was swaying more towards, what do you guys think about this teacher? What do you guys think about the safety of teachers? And what is too far? And how much strength can you use? And if something is an accident, and is it blown up to be something more than what it is? Or is it not an accident and this was deliberately done? I have my opinion. That's last time, but at the same time, mindful of our teachers in the public school. Let's be supportive of our teachers in the public school. Just like every occupation, you have some good teachers, you have some bad teachers, you have bad cops, you have good cops, you got good doctors, bad doctors, you have all those things. But we need parameters and we need some understanding before we jump out there real quick and say this happened in this situation. This is Roshan Lindsay. You were tuning into the Hold On podcast. We say here, in order to go on, you got to hold on. Let's pray for our teachers. Peace.